Why would Serena pick Dan? I don't understand. Why?
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be ranking my top 10 favourite Gossip Girl characters. I'm also going to do another video doing my top 10 worst favourite, so don't worry, I'm not missing anyone. There's going to be a whole nother list for the characters I don't like. But these are all the characters I do like, and I'm ranking them my top favourite characters. So I hope you enjoy, and let's start. Okay, so number 1 is obviously the best, so we're going to start at number 10 and work our way down. So my 10th most favourite Gossip Girl character is Rufus Humphrey. Now, Rufus, I feel like I hated him at times and also I liked him at times, but overall he was a pretty good dad to Jenny and Dan. Not that they turned out very well, but I feel like his parenting skills were pretty good and he was good at like bringing them back to earth. But he did annoy me sometimes when he had arguments with Lily about her wealth and stuff. But overall, I think Rufus is a very wholesome character. He makes waffles for everyone. Like, he's just a good man. And I think him and Lily are so cute together. They definitely should have ended up together. But yeah, overall, I like Rufus. And I also like how when him and Lily were married, he was quite a good, like, stepdad to Serena. And he, like, gave her good advice about college and stuff, which I thought was nice. Okay, number 9 is a bit of a random one. But I was trying to fill spaces, to be honest. But number 9 is Georgina's husband, Phillip. See, I had to Google his name because I didn't even know what his name was. Apparently, his name is Phillip. But I just remember Georgina's, like, husband / baby daddy type person was so funny because he just helped Georgina in all her weird schemes, and I swear they always just cut to a scene of like her and him sat around the laptop like breaking into Gossip Girl or something, and he would just always be up to help, like, and I don't even know why, because they weren't actually like in a relationship. They were just married because like they both needed to be married for their parents or something. I don't even remember, but all I remember is that he was just iconic and like he just helped out for no reason, and he like looked after the baby. And I just think he's really iconic. Also, I feel like he never got mentioned again after like season 4. Like when in the last episode Georgina and Jack ended up together. Where did Phillip go? I kind of liked him. But anyway, yeah, Phillip is a number 9 because he was just really funny to me and like the most random character. Okay, coming in at number 8 is Lily Bass / Van Der Woodsen / Lily Humphrey. I love Lily. She is so iconic. I know I'm saying that about lots of characters, but I feel like she has the best quotes, and like when she goes like, "Oh, Serena," and she just like always has such funny conversations with Serena when Serena just makes strange life choices. And I feel like she was quite a good mum. Like, despite some of the things she did, like when they were younger, having all the husbands, I think she was a good mum by the end of the series. And I really like her, and also she has great fashion sense, and like she loves a party, and she's just like, I would want her to be my mum because she's just like, she's literally like Serena but just an older version, but way more iconic. Also, I really love the episodes when they throw back to when Lily was younger. I thought she was such a cool character, like the younger Lily Rose, and I wish they made a spin-off show on that because they were planning on making a spin-off show of like Carol and Lily in the 80s, but it never got made into a proper show. But I think that would have been really cool to see. But yeah, number 8 is Lily Bass. Okay, number 7 is Serena Van Der Woodsen, and considering she's one of the main characters, she is quite low on this list. But there are reasons. So I do love Serena, like I want things to go right for her, but I feel like she just makes the worst decisions about men, about like just loads of things in the show. And also the main thing that I don't like about her is in the first episode she steals her best friend's boyfriend. She steals Nate from Blair, and I just feel like if my best friend did that to me, I would just hate them forever. So it kind of put me on a bad foot with Serena at the beginning of the series. And obviously she is sorry for that, but I feel like I can sort of never keep forgetting it in my head that Serena like slept with her best friend's boyfriend. So that's why I don't like her that much. But I do want her to like be a good character, and I do want good things to happen to her. And also the fact that she picked Dan Humphrey just annoys me because you're gonna find out how much I hate him in my other video where I ranked my worst favourite Gossip Girl characters, but Dan Humphrey is just the worst character on the whole show. So the reason that I hate Serena so much is that she picked him to marry. Spoiler alert, but I mean, you probably would have known there were spoilers in this video by now. But why would Serena pick Dan? I don't understand why you would pick your stalker and the person that wrote a book about you exposing all your secrets. And I just hate Dan. But anyway, this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Serena. I hate Serena. No, I don't hate Serena. Oh my god, I'm getting confused. I don't hate Serena, but I don't like her that much. But she's still a good character, so that's why she's number 7. Does that make sense? I don't know if that made sense, but I feel like I'm just confused now. Anyway, moving on, quickly on. Number 6, I'm putting Nate Archibald. Now, I do love Nate. Nate is such a wholesome little sweet boy, and he just wants what's best for everyone. He never sent in a Gossip Girl tip. He's just so wholesome, but at the same time, the same thing as Serena, he cheated on Blair with Serena, and I just think you can never forgive a cheater. And I know he did redeem himself throughout the series because he was such a nice boy. But for that reason, and mainly that reason, that's why he's so low on the list. Also, he had a thing for older women, which, you know, it's up to him. But I just think that's a bit strange considering he was like 17 at the time. And also it was strange when he dated Jenny when she was like 15 and he was 18. So for that reason, he's going at number 6 because I do love him, but some things, mainly about his dating life, are questionable. Okay, number 5, so we're into the top 5. Number 5, I love him so much, is Cyrus Rose. Cyrus is one of the most iconic, wholesome characters in the whole show. He's even more wholesome than Nate. Like, Cyrus just gives the best advice. When he first met Blair and Blair was horrible to him, he was just nice to her, and he always wants what's best for everyone, and he's so good at giving Blair advice. And like, I feel like not that many characters can actually deal with Blair when she's annoyed or sad, whereas Cyrus can actually talk to her well and like get her to calm down and give her advice, and she trusts him, which I think is so nice for Blair to have someone like that. And also I love his relationship with Eleanor, because I feel like Eleanor used to be quite like stuck up and a bit like, she was very stressed and stuff in season 1 because of all her fashion work and her like high-paced job. But I feel like ever since she was with Cyrus in the show, she became way happier and like a way better mum to Blair as well. So that's why I think Cyrus is a good character. And also he's just so funny, like some of the things he says, and he always says not enough, which is really funny. But one thing weird about Cyrus is everyone forgets that he has a son, which is Aaron Rose, who Serena dated in season 2. And I feel like Aaron was just never mentioned again after he left, like after being Serena's boyfriend. But yeah, Cyrus's son, strange, he was never really in it much. But anyway. Okay, number 4. Some of you might be mad at me about this. Sydney, if you're watching, who's wife of Chuck Bass on TikTok, you're going to be a bit mad. But I'm putting Chuck Bass at number 4. There are many reasons, okay? I love Chuck so much. Chuck and Blair are the best couple on the whole show. They are the reason the show was so good. I would say they are the main characters. But we must not forget all the weird, questionable things that Chuck did throughout most of the first few seasons, because, like, he was quite a horrible character in the first few episodes especially. I feel like the writers changed their mind about who they wanted Chuck to be, and at the beginning they wrote him as a horrible, creepy, like posh boy who was just really predatory and stuff, whereas in the later seasons he literally changed so much and became such a good person. But yeah, that's why I'm putting Chuck at number 4, because he was amazing in the later seasons, but the first few seasons I just can't look past. Like in the first episode when he was with Serena in the hotel kitchen and he tried to like kiss her and it was horrible, and when he did it to Jenny, also horrible. So for that reason he's at number 4. But if we're talking about season 5 and 6 Chuck, sure, I'll put him at number 1, but I just can't forgive all the things he did in season 1, so that's why he's going on number 4. But I do appreciate that by the end of the show he was a really good character. So don't come for me, Sydney, wife of Chuck Bass, because you're his wife. Anyway, okay, moving on. Okay, so number 3, I think you're all going to agree with me here, is Dorota. Dorota is just the best character. She's so funny. Like, almost all the bits where you laugh in the show are to do with Dorota, like when her and Blair go on their little missions and Dorota wears like the funniest little outfits to be a spy, and Dorota just has so many iconic quotes, and I just love Dorota basically. I feel like she was one of the only characters that was like wanted the best for Blair the whole way through the show, because at points Serena wasn't that supportive of Blair, even her mum wasn't, but Dorota was always there for Blair like her whole life, so I just love Dorota for that. And also Dorota had such great advice, like when Louis and Blair were going to get married, I feel like Dorota just gave such good advice, and it was so cute when Dorota got with Vanya and they had their wedding and they had a little baby. That was really cute. So yeah, basically Dorota's one of the most wholesome characters on the show. I feel like the holy trinity of wholesome characters on Gossip Girl is Nate, Archibald, Cyrus and Dorota. They're just all so sweet characters and I love them all so much, but I feel like the reason they're a bit lower than my top two is because they didn't have as much like character development, because not much happened to them, especially Dorota. Like we don't really see much of her backstory, we don't see where she's from or her family, so I feel like I wish I had seen more of Dorota. Like they could have done an episode where they go to like Poland to meet Dorota's family. That would be really cute. But yeah, I love Dorota, she's so funny, and I love her and Blair. I think they're like the funniest comedic duo on the whole show. Okay, number two, some of you might hate this character, so if you do, I'm gonna change your mind. Okay, number two, we're going to Georgina Sparks. Now, Georgina, of course, in season 1 was a bad character. No one liked Georgina. She tried to drug Serena, she like was a bit crazy, she went to like the Bible camp and she came back, but can you not agree that in every season after season 1 and 2, Georgina was just so iconic? Like she came every time the gang needed help and she helped them, and she's so smart. She's like, I would say like the more edgy version of Blair. Like I just love Georgina. She's so funny, and I feel like she says what we're all thinking like sometimes about when some of the like original characters are being a bit like overprivileged or stuff like that. She just makes like these funny comments, but not in an arrogant way like Dan does, but like in a funny way. Georgina just says stuff, and like as I said before, when she was with Phillip, that like husband boyfriend type guy, she was just so funny with them together, and like I just think Georgina's the funniest person because she sometimes ruins Dan's life in some episodes, and I kind of like appreciate her for that because I hate Dan. And I just love Georgina. She just always turns up when you don't want her there, but then she helps. Oh, I just love Georgina so much. I could talk about it all day. But I hope you agree with me on that. Like, I think Georgina is the most iconic character, and also she has the most like character development. Like in the first season, she like you didn't like her, and by the end you like loved her. Also, spoiler, but there's been spoilers already. In the last episode when she was with Jack as a couple, that was so cute. I think that's one of the best pairings, like the surprise pairing at the end of the show. Her and Jack, just such a good couple together. I should have put Jack on this list really. I'm giving Jack Bass number 11 because I just forgot about him as a character. Yeah, Jack Bass, I'll just do a little Jack Bass interim. I like Jack Bass. He was horrible in the first few seasons, but he was sort of funny by the end. So we're giving Jack Bass number 11 because I forgot him. I'm sorry. Anyway, moving back to Georgina. I just love Georgina, and she just has so many good quotes. So there we go. Georgina is number 2. And now what you've all been waiting for, I imagine, is number 1. I think you can guess. I mean, can you guess from my lock screen on my phone who my favourite character is? Obviously, it's Blair Waldorf, the best character of all time in any show ever. Blair Waldorf is just amazing. She is mean, but not to the point where it's horrible. Like, I feel like some things she did in season 1 were questionable, but not as bad as Chuck. So that's why I think she's better overall throughout all the seasons, because the only bad things she ever did were like petty high school drama, like throw on yogurt on someone or something. Like, it wasn't as bad as Chuck's bad behaviour. So I feel like Blair is just a good character throughout the whole series. Like, you like her every single season and you want her to like have a good life and stuff. And also she did have a lot of character development, like especially in her relationship with Chuck. Like, she became a such better person and they like grew together. And I just love Chuck and Blair. They're just the best couple of all time. And I also love how like Blair sometimes makes fun of Serena, and I think it's so funny in like the earlier seasons when Blair didn't like Dan. I just think that's so funny because I hate Dan, so I love the scenes when she's like making fun of him or like laughing at him. And I love in the last episode, she is the only one that is annoyed about who ends up to be Gossip Girl, because like it annoyed me so much that Dan didn't take hardly any accountability for being Gossip Girl and like ruining their lives, whereas Blair is the only one who sat in that room after the wedding like, why aren't you annoyed? So I feel like that's just classic Blair. But yeah, as I said, I feel like her and Dorota are a great comedy duo, and also her and Chuck are the best like romantic relationship on the show, and I just love Blair. Also, Leighton Meester is so beautiful. She's the most beautiful woman in the world, I would say, and I just love her, so for that reason as well, I'm giving her number one. But yeah, I just love Blair so much. I'm sure you all agree. I feel like most people that watch Gossip Girl are a big fan of Blair Waldorf. So yeah, that was my list. I hope you agree. I wonder if in the comments, please write your list, like use, or just do your top 10, like whatever characters are in your top 10, just write them below. And also I'm going to film the video of my top 10 worst characters, because I have a lot of opinions, especially Dan, I'm coming for you in that video. But that will be up soon. I'm going to post this one first, so look out for that one. And comment what other Gossip Girl videos you want to see, or if you want to see some other videos just like about me, like vlogs or something. I don't know, just let me know. And if you don't already and you're just watching this because you found me on YouTube, I have a whole TikTok about Gossip Girl. So if you want to see like funny videos and like relatable videos to do with Gossip Girl, then please go follow me over on there. It's Grace Tutty with 2 Y's at the end. I'll put it on screen. And if you want to see my outfit pictures and like fashion things, go follow my Instagram. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you agree. If you don't agree, I'd love to hear your opinions. Like, tell me reasons why you don't agree. Let's have like a conversation in the comments. But yeah, I hope you're all good and doing well, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Bye!